Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and information on Path of Exile. And the first news we got this week has been a lot of questions about the Incursion League answered by GGG, from basic ones like how often will you see Alva, which is the new NPC, to very specific one like will my incursion load with my map or area. And there are a lot of those, so I will not go into specific because there are a lot of questions and they are very various. So if you're interested, definitely check this news post. I'll put the link in the description below. Also, we got a reveal for one of the new traps, which is the Siphoning trap. And basically this trap deals cold damage over time to up to 10 enemies to which it tether, as you can see if you watch this video, which is like 15 seconds long, so you can definitely give it a look if you're interested. It also chills the enemies, it is attached to, so it is definitely really good. Also, the fact that it always chills the enemies that it's tethered to means that it's a really good support trap, which is how GGG expect people to use it. Definitely not a main skill due to the not so big damage. However, definitely a really good support skill due to the chill and the fact that while you are tethered to other enemies, you get a really good boost to life and mana regeneration. And the more enemies you attach, the more regeneration you get. So if you get a couple packs with this, you can probably like instantly leech something. So this is actually really good and definitely worth being used for the new trappers. We also got a couple new 3D art for unique items. In this case we got Grid Embrace, which is this cool looking armor over here, Cosprey's Wheel, which is the body armor here, Innsbury Edge, really cool sword, definitely looking really good in the game as well, and the Nomic Storm, which are the boots if anyone ever uses those. Also the Baron, amazing helmet, both in art and in use, I guess, really strong helmet. But there's also a new skill reveal this week, which is being the seismic trap, and this is, unlike the previous trap, this is definitely a main skill, and it's available from level 28, so GGG consider it a really big skill. It's a powerhouse in physical damage, as they say, with enormous area coverage. So how it works, basically, as you can see from this frame in the video, you get one stomper out, and if the trap is unlinked, every 0.9 seconds, the trap sends 5 shockwave around it. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they usually go towards or nearby enemies, so that it can actually clear packs and it's not completely random. But these explosions, unless you have a lot of area effect, will unlikely overlap. So having, of course, more of these traps can definitely create a battle zone where everything dies pretty much. And this is fully physical, so this is really interesting because there hasn't been a really strong AoE physical trap. Actually, there hasn't been any physical trap or directly physically trap, because sure you could like trap and use Bladeful, for example, but that's one link wasted. This trap is completely physical already, so you don't need to use the trap support. And one sad thing, it's a spell, so it cannot inflict bleeding, would have probably been way too strong. As we said, it's area of effect tagged, so you can definitely conk effect it or increase it depending on your usage. It has a duration, because since it's one of the strongest trap, this trap has a cooldown, so you will probably need to use some supports to lower its cooldown, or some ascendancy points, which are definitely going to be really good this time. Cast speed is going to affect it, which is very interesting. So as we said, unlinked, this trap hits every 0.9 seconds. However, every 100% increased cast speed you get, you cut in half this delay. So it suffers from diminishing returns, but it is still really strong, especially for the first points, because having this trap strike faster is definitely really good. You can see, let's see if I can put it right here, just take a look quickly. And this is the normal unlinked trap, so it can definitely be really good. Also, if you put down more of those, it's definitely amazing. Definitely really good for clearing big packs. And yeah, this is definitely going to be used a lot. I wonder, I mean, physical is always a good type of damage, and it can be translated into pretty much any other elemental damage, so that's going to be really interesting, and we'll definitely see a lot of builds using this trap, also because it's not the only physical trap or partially physical trap that's coming. Anyway, we also got a new tease for a specific or new different corruptions. So for example, here we got 14% increased skill effect duration, which for some skills, maybe even for traps, but for example for Blade Vortex and such, is definitely a huge improvement. So if you can get some of these new corruptions, it's definitely going to be really good. Of course, it's luck, so good luck with that if you are one of those who actually bets everything on these corruptions. But anyway, GGG also announced a possible, and I mean possible, ExileCon. So they've been toying around with the idea and they would like to actually do it, but it will have to be in Auckland, which is where GGG is stationed, and that is because they could actually make a much better ExileCon if they are pretty much in their home place. And that means that people would have to fly there. Flights are kind of expensive, and that's why they are not even announcing, they are testing the ground for possible dates in November 2019, and the GGG would like to know how many players or people would actually want to go there. So if you think or you would like to attend and you might be able to do it, just click the link, this link here, and fill a form, and GGG might contact you when there are more information available. They're actually testing their ground because it's the first, it would be the first ExileCon, so it's still all in the air, but I think it will be really, really cool. And all the reveals, like revealing the new league, revealing the 4.0 mega expansion, just this line gets me hyped, even if we are like 1.5 years away. And a lot of other cool things that you just find at normal conventions, so definitely really cool. And one last thing this week, GGG has been kind of posting side videos to the GGG news, and for example we got 2 of those. The first one, which you probably already saw last week, is about the incursions and the temple, so definitely an interesting thing to watch if you care about knowing something more about the temple before actually getting to experience it yourself, which might be actually good, so you don't really lose or do random stuff when the game starts and screw up your first temple, something like that. I don't even think that's possible, but still. Also, ZD came with a flamethrower trap and the explosive trap, which are 2 of the new traps, which hasn't been teased on the new official news yet. And the flamethrower trap is a very strong fire-based trap, while the explosive trap is still pretty strong, but more spammy with no cooldown trap, which go kind of hand in hand with the flamethrower trap and the fire trap. So fire trapper definitely getting a huge boost this league. We'll see if other types of trapper will get their own really soon. But anyway, I guess that was all for this week, so if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So that was all, I've been your host Zordo, and I'll see you guys the next time.